Hello and welcome to another quick training tutorial. In this training tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can set up your client auto sign up lead form. The client auto sign up lead form is very helpful. It is a very powerful feature inside a software where you can get leads and contracts signed while you sleep. It is full automated. All you have to do is set up your lead form right here inside the software. Then have your webmaster place the code from your lead form to your website, and customers can go into your website and sign up for the form, and they actually automatically receive a copy of the contract. So how do we do that? So now let's go to the client auto sign up settings screen. So from the dashboard, you just have to go to company and then go to client auto sign up. So once you're here onto the screen, you can see right away the client auto sign up lead form. And from here, you just have to click onto the build sign up form icon. Once you click on that, you will be routed onto the auto sign up lead form. You can watch the client auto sign up lead form training video right here onto the screen to know more about how you can set up the lead form, and also the troubleshooting video if in any case you'll encounter any issues. Now, from here, this is the default form inside the software. Now you have full control to make changes on this form. If you're not entirely familiar in doing the changes, you can hire a webmaster, add them as an employee inside your software, but limit their permission to just access the lead form. Then after that, you can have them edit this lead form for you. But it's easy for you to select your lead form. What you need to do first is choose which contracts you want to be part of your lead form. Now, first thing you need to do, just click onto the drop down and you would see the list of your contracts right here. So we have these default contracts that you can choose from. So let's say, for example, let's select those three. Once you selected that, just hit on save. Then the form settings would be saved only for those contracts that you selected right here. That means those contracts would be available now onto the lead form. This lead form right here is updated real time. So this is like a preview of the changes that you're doing onto the lead form. So if you click onto the drop down, as you can see, those three contracts that we've selected are now showing up right here. Now, you can place the title after you've selected your plan. So you can now place the title. You can put it right here. Let's say, for example, get started, sign up now. So when you click outside the box, there you go. The header is now updated and there's already a title of it, which is the get started, sign up now. Now onto the height, that's already a minimum size of it, also with the width. But when it comes to the height and the width, this too does not automatically update real time. You have to save the changes that you made in order for it to update onto the preview. So if you've made some changes right here, you have to click on save. Once done, it will be updated right here. Now onto the border, which is the box border, you can choose the size of the border that you want. So from here, you can adjust it right here. So let's say, for example, 5. So that's the thickness of the border. You can now choose the color variations right here for the box or the border color. So you can change it right here, or if you don't want to change that, so you can just leave it like that. It's gonna be blue. And onto the background color, so you can change it right here. You can choose from any variation that you want. So let's use that as an example. And onto the header color, this right here, if you want to change that, you could also do so. You can change it whatever you want. Let's put it gray. Alright, let's go for that. And onto the header font color, so you can change it as well. You could either put it black or white. So for now, let's just leave it as white. Then onto the header font size. So if you want to adjust the font size, you could do so by clicking on here and you can adjust it. So let's say, for example, so this size, let's say. So it's small. Let's go for 20. Alright, so this is size 20 for the font size. And also for the thank you message text color, you could also change it, which is right here. So onto the thank you message, you can input it right here. Let's say, for example, thank you for signing up and welcome. There we go. So that's going to be our thank you message. So let's just leave it like that. And onto the button color, this right here, you can change it, which is this one, the sign up button. So once you click that, you can change it to any color that you want. All right, let's go for maybe a lighter one. Let's just go for green and then make it lighter. All right, there we go. And then onto the button text color, you could also change it. You can change it whatever you want right here. Onto the button text, you could also change this instead of sign up, so you can change it whatever you want. And you could also change the alignment if you want to put it on the center, the left, or the right. So let's put it on the center. There we go. And you could also adjust the button width, so if you want to make it wider, and also the height. So these right here are the placeholder text. You have the option to change it as well, like the first name, the last name, and the email. There's also an option for you to add a phone field right here. You just have to check this tick box, and a phone number field will show up onto the form. Now, aside from that, you could also add a redirect URL onto this box right here. So what is a redirect URL? So after your customer signs up, they get redirected to a certain website that you want them to be. This can be your website. They can be redirected into your website itself, or a certain page of your website that would have testimonials or educational pages and links about your company, so that they can read through, or any other products that you may be selling onto your website. So you have to input it right here. So let's put a website right here. Let's say, let's put our own website. Also, make sure to read through onto this important note. And onto the redirect URL, make sure that it always starts with HTTPS. Because if it's not on HTTPS, it's not gonna work. So let's put right here, HTTPS. Alright, so we already have a URL link right here. So after that, make sure to hit on save. Alright, to update the changes. And like I said, make sure to read through this important note right here that says if you are making changes to height and width for a second time, your code must be updated onto your website. So if this code right here is already pasted onto your website, any changes that you made right here would automatically update real-time onto your website, except for the height and width. So if you make changes onto these two, the height and the width, you would need to copy this code and paste it on your website. Once you're done making changes, it's now time for you to paste it on your website. All you have to do is copy the code. Now, you can hire a webmaster to get this job done for you if you're not familiar with WordPress, or you can simply do it yourself if you're very much familiar with WordPress. We have recommended webmasters info right here that you can contact if you want to hire one in doing this job. You can just click onto this icon and you will see the webmaster's information. Now, let me show you how to place this code on your WordPress. So let me copy the code So we can copy it by clicking onto this icon. Then let's go to my website. Now this is the WordPress backend. So I have created a new page and I named it test. Then I selected text from the text box. And then this is where we're going to be pasting the code that we have from the software. So let's just paste it. Once done, you can now update or publish the code. Just click on it right here. And once it's already published, you can now view it onto the view page at the top. So once you click that, there you go. So this is what the lead form would look like onto your website. So this lead form is already working. So let me test it out. So right here, as you can see, we have our plan. So we just have to select the plan right here. And then enter your first name or any customer's first name. Enter your email right here. And phone number. Now, before we click on sign up, remember we put a redirect URL and a thank you message earlier. So let's go ahead and see what happens after we click onto the sign up. So let's click on sign up. And there you go. So the thank you message is showing up right here. As you can see, thank you for signing up and welcome. And then if we click onto the finish icon, it will automatically redirect us to the URL that we input earlier. So this is the URL, which is our website. Now, as I've mentioned earlier, that once your customers sign up there, they would automatically receive an email copy of the contract. So let me show you that. So we do have a customer login right here. So let's go into that. So this is the customer that we used to sign up, which is Manny Gold. And then let's open the contract by clicking onto this email. So this is the customer that we used to sign up, which is Manny Gold. So right now, let's open the contract. And as you can see, the email has already been received by the customer. And once they click onto the customer review or the document review, they will be routed onto the client auto sign-up process. So as easy as that, you already got a lead or a signed contract while you sleep. From there, your customer can just complete the process onto the contract right here. This is even without you contacting that customer. Now, once your customer signs up onto your lead form, you also get a notification onto your software. For you to check that, you just have to go to the software. And from here, you need to go to this notification icon right here, which is the client auto sign up lead. And once you click that, you will see their customer's information right here. Then you can now start working onto this customer. And if the customer already signed a contract, you can now move them to no portal access. So let's move them to no portal access. And once you move them to no portal access, you can now keep track of how far they already went to the client auto sign up process. So you can do that by going to no portal and then look for that customer. There you go. So right here, you can check the status by clicking onto this red pushpin icon. And then you would see the progress of the client auto sign up process. So that would complete our quick training tutorial on how to set up the client auto sign up lead form.